What do you get when you take 1 part XCOM 2, 1 part Fallout Shelter, and 1 part Mass Effect 2? Well, it's not the Powerpuff Girls. The answer is the Alters. Space exploration mixed with base management, where every choice matters. Branching stories with alternate endings. A unique story that is welcoming to the mind. Let's start with the story. You play as Jan, who awakens on a planet finding that all of his crew has died. He manages to get back to the ship, only to find out that he has just a few days until the sun reaches him and he will meet his demise. But in order to get the ship moving again from the sun and to the rescue point, Jan must mine resources on the planet's surface and gain supplies. It is only then when Jan comes across a remarkable discovery, Rapidium, a new mineral that has cloning abilities. After successfully cloning a sheep, Jan finds that using the quantum computer, he can go into his mind, find core moments within his memories, and create alternate versions of himself, alters, that made different choices than he did in these core moments, thus branching into a completely different life path. A scientist, a miner, and a technician are just some of the many versions of Jan that can be created. With the help of Jan, and Jan, and Jan, you try to escape the impending threat of the sun in hopes of escaping the planet and making it back to Earth. If only it can be that easy. Every choice you make has repercussions. One Jan may approve of your decisions while the other Jan doesn't. It is up to you to tightly balance these choices or risk anarchy. I absolutely love the story of the Alters. It is always refreshing when you get a chance to enjoy a new interesting story that hasn't really been done before. Gameplay I talked a little bit about before, but let's do a deep dive. You start your day and can make multiple decisions for how you want to manage your time. From 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., you can go out and explore the planet, mine resources, or plan your next course of action to get the ship moving again. After 8 p.m., you run the risk of radiation from the sun. While you can still be outside and explore or mine, you are not only putting yourself at risk, but also your alters if they have to rescue you. You go and find mining spots. Your goal from there is to set up a mining outpost and connect it to your base. This allows you to mine precious resources. These resources can be used for food for you and your alters. They can be used to craft mission critical items or items that will help you and your base thrive. You can also research new technologies. How about managing your buildings and your base, carefully making sure you have enough resources for when the time comes? All this while making sure your alters are happy and you are completing requests. The impending threat of the sun looming over the horizon makes it to where you only have a certain amount of days to get everything set up to be ready for the next area. It is a satisfying gameplay loop that keeps you wanting to come back for more. Every choice that you make can have drastic consequences. These choices can cause your crew to die, rebel, or align with you in getting the ship to safety. The game looks gorgeous. Character models are really well done. Exploring the planet surfaces and finding new areas is exciting and rewarding, but the game is not without its issues. On to the bugs and glitches section. There are a bit, but a lot of the ones that I encountered are supposed to be patched out with the day one patch. No game crashes, which is always a great surprise. I think my biggest complaint is the elevator. You hold X on PlayStation and up and down to move the elevator. It is a very finicky elevator, and I often had it not going up or down like I wanted it to. Or Jan was walking off of the elevator, and I had to reposition him back on. Mood bubbles appear and get stuck on the screen. Other Jans will go into a corner and get stuck there until you leave the ship and go back, or reload a save. I ran into multiple soft walls while exploring that I had to run around a non-existent obstacle to continue walking. While there were a lot of other minor bugs and glitches, I had one that happened during the final cutscene of the game. The screen froze. It went to a white screen, and the only way to fix it was by exiting and reloading my save, which put me all the way back at the beginning of that day. I was able to skip past everything and get back to that scene pretty quick, but it was a minor inconvenience. I did send that off, and hopefully it's going to be patched soon. But that pretty much sums up the bugs and glitches. Now, on to final thoughts. This year has had groundbreaking games like Split Fiction and Expedition 33. To go from a game like Expedition 33, you would not expect that much from the next game that you were going to sink hours into. The Alters took those expectations and said, "Shh, quiet, Chris." From start to finish, I was sucked into not only the story, the gameplay, and the overall atmosphere, but Jan, and the other Jan, and the Jan after that, each character beautifully created to make an already amazing story and excel it to new heights. While this isn't my current game of the year, it is definitely my runner-up. The Alters is not only a benchmark for what can occur when a team pushes the boundaries of gaming, but also when they push the boundaries of storytelling as well. I would give The Alters a 9 out of 10. The Alters is coming for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. It is going to be on Xbox Game Pass on day one, so there's no excuses. Go out and play this game. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Platinum Review goodness. Thank you so much for watching. As always, keep getting those trophies, and I will catch you on the next video.